What we do is a review. It's a review. What is it called? Project. Where you go and start, gathering information from different sources and write and synthesize the working documents. Just like writing a Facebook. So if you know how to do your work very well, you can write any Facebook. It's not about getting information from different sources and put them together and get form a document, written documents. That is skill. This project will impact you. If you put your mind in it and get to brief yourself, you can write Facebooks. Because Facebook is nothing but getting information from different research works and bringing it together in a book where you can read and understand. So I prepare that manual to the test. I know. Anyway, that one is compulsory whether you just receive unity, not about this project. You have seminar. So I'll take you on 3-1, 3-1-2, and you must do seminar minutes. You must it's 20%. You don't do it solely with your name. So you must do it any course I handle, do it. You pass through me as a student, you don't know how to, then it's not possible to handle. I'll force you to know how to write, to do exam. It's a must. I don't train morons. If you need to train, I'll leave you, but if you want to train, you be very active in research work. You must not be a lecturer before you can. So far you are in health sector or even in any profession, you must know how to do research. Because it's very important. That research you are not doing it, you can't expect. You don't remain there. You see, you will not impact anything in any of these organizations. Even if you are working, you have your own pattern medicine. Research helps you know how to handle it, how to practice well in their work. Okay, now we are wasting time. So I ask you guys to, and up to now, nobody, even to those that are, why it's looked as a process that other normal circumstances, this is what I do on my own with myself for Facebook and I use. It's not about the project. But now you guys are now under it become a president, so it's added advantage that you have it. But other students they must buy it. If they come back next semester, they must buy it. It's a must. I don't collect price from anybody. I don't collect money from anybody to pass anybody. But what I know, if I collect money from you, I will offer you value, not passive. Value that will help you to grow. So that's why I'm forcing you to whether I like it or not, you must buy it. So far you want to buy it and read it and apply it and write your reports and know it. That's my part with people. After that, when you leave here, anywhere you will say, good. If you are happy for what you are accomplished here, fine. So we never see now. I don't know how to go about it because I thought maybe if by now you guys would have paid and have that. Because whatever, this lecture is going to be a very long lecture. It's going to be a very long one. Everything concerning the report will take it step by step, dissect it to the end. I'll still do it in class because it's what I want to do in all the classes I teach. So that they can write a good seminar report this semester. But because your project is you have by 10 or 14th year to submit to your first visit. So I need to finish everything so you can be able to add to what you have learned before and be able to do a very good review. So I don't know how to do that. Maybe I may have to send the stuff from it in our movies as we discuss. You guys are. I think that will happen. So I think that's the tell that when after you pay for it and get it happen. But everybody must have that. And for PM, I thought by another normal circumstance, what I normally do is that you can prepare some circumstances. You pay 1K as a cost. Here, you come to room, you give like what? You know, here it's not like that. They are replacing the print. So it's not my fault. I must send to them the print you do what. Go and get. Like you see me, better you have the hard copy because some of it can disappear from your phone. Too much reading through this in the eye is not really a good thing. It's not really a good thing. It's good to have it as backup. And also, if you print it and want to go and print it, it's more expensive. I don't know. But I know that the more expensive outside than here. Unless you have somebody you go one-on-one and print for it. So at the end, you still got to plan because somebody can send the proposal of what we are doing today. So you can look at what if I'm talking on the board and they are looking at it, you look somehow abstract to you. So that's why I'm sending it to you. So I will drop it in the group now in our project group so that you can download it and while we talk I will explain anyone that demands you can go and I will guide you. I want to look at it so you can understand what you are saying. Our sentence. We use several people. So that's the right. As a course. As a course. SCM 301. You don't do it as a course. How I go to people? I grab people. Hey, wow. It's well. Yes, I will find out. I will speak to the video. Touch in my pockets. I will read it for one time and go back touch. Okay, so you are supposed to have two seminar courses. SCM 301 first semester, SCM 302 second semester. And these are the courses that will prepare you on how to do research how to prepare, do your projects. In fact, it's not about research work, just like you research methodology in order to department. That's why you go listen to I have to do research. I'm sure that you can do it as well. Listen, I'll find out one. Okay, now just take this as your own secretarial definition as well as SSN 301 in a way. Good morning. Good morning. You're welcome to our today's class. So today I want to put you through on what and how to do what you are research or your seminar reports and what you need to do. So today you look at manual of style. So what you are looking at is manual of so what and what how your report will look like and what and what is expected of you. So that's what we're going to look at today. And how to do your referencing materials you can do what look out for and react to get the information you need to write your report. Remember the project we are doing here for this semester, for this session, your project is more of this, just seminar report, review, is more of what review, not the one you go and start doing questionnaire, very information to analyze and everything. So we have different types of projects. The one on ground here, I think on ground is about more of what we do, which is okay. It's okay. As I said before now, this will help you to develop a skill. A skill that will help you to be able to synthesize what that means we are there for this. How patient I say you have now, you need to what is all this? And you are told about this. You are told that you have patient. Wait. When you are done here, you can put one out. But when you're not saying you will get started, you just be tired of it. You'll be tired of it. What is this that you are told you don't need this to leave people aside. You don't need this. Finish here first. If you want to go and talk to people that will send for me to put, it's your business. So far you are still you're under the guidance and the tutelage of people here. The people who don't want this. So I don't understand. If I say that now, what I'm doing now, you list simple instruction, you don't put it. What is all this? So as I was saying before, I don't think what I would say or whatever I was going to say. But the point I was trying to make is that if you know how to do all these things, if you know how to do all these things, you will be able to, you can practice, you can see how to do it. I'm so much interested in so you can get information about that. You can write a Facebook or even small handle on any topic. You can write a small book or whatever on even malaria or anything at all because of all the skills involved. Is that clear? Now, so without wasting time, we'll start from the You outline as you can see on the material, what you expected of. Already, you see your topics, right? Now, before now, the what they are doing is this. Because your own, what you have here is core function of the pharmacy technician. What I want you should do. As a concept, you are looking is not going to handle battling disease with nurses and doctors. No. You are doing the core function of you as a company. What I want you expected to know as a pharmacy technician. Yes, I'm not saying that disease is not good, but this is your core area. This is your core area, and I want you to really go into hope you let gathering of your materials. And you started to do better. Now, the first thing that you should look out for is what am I supposed to capture in my work? Your outline. The outline. In fact, for a report like this, you talk of the preliminary work pages. Preliminary work pages. I'll see briefly now. Preliminary pages. Then after the preliminary pages, they can be up to 4 or 5. I will pour all the pages before preliminary pages. Then next one is your chapter 1. Your chapter 1 is introduction. Your chapter 1 is what? Introduction. Then your chapter 2 is what? Literature review. Literature what? Review. Your chapter 3 is what? Discussion. Then chapter 4 is what? Summary and what? Conclusion. Chapter 5 is what? Recommendation. Is that clear? Then you have to talk about your what? References and what? Appendices. There's always 1 or 2 appendices. So you are looking at it, we take them one after the other. Now, under your preliminary pages, that's where you see, I am not with any. No, you should just let us continue. You start your cover page. You have what? Cover page. Your cover page is the outermost here. If you get if you seen any work before, those that did last year. This is the word cover page. This is the word cover page. Is that clear? Then after the some literature include cover page as one of the word. Preliminary page. Some don't include here including as one of the word. Then after the cover page, the next one is the title page. The next one inside here. If you look at the cover page and that page, you look as if they are exactly acceptable. There's a slight, there's something here that is not here. There's a slight difference. So you look at them one by one. Then after the title page, the next one is your what? Declaration page. Declaration what? Page. Then after that one, next one should be the next page that will follow is your what? Certification / approval page. Certification / approval page. Then after that one, the next one is what? Dedication. Followed by acknowledgement. Then your abstract. Then after your abstract, the next one is your what? Table of contents. You will take them one after the other. Then after your table of contents, then you start seeing things like list of tables, list of figures. If we are applicable, is that clear? There are some work you do is to involve a lot of tables to number your work tables. But there are some you do not even have any table depending on what one touch. Then list of abbreviations. So any abbreviation you use, you have to list them and say them. Now let's take them one after the other. Please, I want you to understand something. And all these pages you see under preliminary pages, they must have what? Headings. And the headings must be in what? Capital letters. The headings must be in what? Capital letters. And they must begin with a fresh page. See, like, but you don't come as cover page here. You know this is cover page here now. The easiest one is typing page, followed by because it's the way they arrange here. Like that, so each one starts on a fresh page. Each one, even if it's small, it must be on a big. You don't say let me add this one here. There's space here. No, start on a new page. Just let me see how they really follow standard Facebook format here. Now, so now let's look at what are you expected to see in the cover page. What are you expected to see in the cover page? Now, on the cover page, each of these things we are going to look at. We are going to score. But anything that you are doing must be uniform, and you are scoring based on use adhering to what I'm trying to point out now. We talk about the font style. The font type you are using matters a lot. Your font type, your font size. Of course, you know by font type and size, right? Your font type, your font size matters a lot in each of these. Then your line spacing. Line spacing. You are right up. We have 1.5 line spacing. We have 1 line spacing. We have 2 on double, depending on the one where the section of their work is. Then we also have the margin, maybe from the top of the paper to the down and bottom, left to right. All those matters a lot. Is that clear? So that you don't prepare the work that will be scattered. So these are the words. If you don't know how to type, please go to a professional that can type for you. Is that clear? You don't know how to type. Go to a professional that will follow these rules and give you a good document. But each of these things, as you fail to use them, you are losing marks. I'm doing a great project. If I am doing this rare, let me not say talking about. There are some past ones I said like that. I will do small thing. How do you pass? Because you get no sense to be. But when you live here and go somewhere else, it's going to give you to understand. In fact, there are some things you miss out. If you go there, you really don't understand cosmos. You be like, why did you play? Let us know about these things. And I paid heavily. You be saying that they feel so frustrated or so maybe you are being treated harshly right before solution. You say you have said, why didn't they teach us? Why didn't they make us pass through this thing after paying huge amount of money? The time you understand this because that there are some things that even the level I am, there are some things I will meet in the field. I'll be like, why didn't they put us through this thing when I was in school? You send me. But that time, you feel that this lecturer does not want us to explode. So the point I'm making is this: we are going to do real work, not just to do very small work. That's why I like my time to prepare these documents. So you don't have things at all. You don't know where to share it tomorrow. Let's continue. Now, please, in this topical page, your line spacing should be 1.5 line is what? 1.5 line of spacing. Anybody that knows how to do Microsoft where you know what is all about. There's no space. In the space, there are some you see just one. There's no just tiny space between them. That one is one. The one you said is double spacing. So 1.5 is between double spacing and one line spacing. Is that clear? Yes. Now please ensure that ignore that graph complete algebraic problem because what we are doing here is black and white. That one is probably writing base which and all this. These two are just black and white. We are working with black and white here, so don't start coloring it at work. You just waste of money. You just waste of what? But you are able to score it. Exactly. You just do it normal black. Unless maybe there's a diagram. You want to show us if you have a diagram, it's good to show the rate of ground approach. That there. If you didn't give you that fine, at least help us to know the color of what you are working with. This one don't bother anything. Now, of course, the text should be what? Times New Roman. Font size is what? 14. Times New Roman. Font size is what? 14. Now, very important to know this. The title page, the cover page should bear the title of the word seminar. What's your topic? God, what's the topic? Anybody that doesn't know, can remember, anybody that doesn't have his book yet by now, and those that having issues. By now, because you know why? By now, that topic, as you are researching materials, you want to use to write it really starts on your head naturally. Because all the time you are suffering the next, trying to look for the material. That topic, because any material you are looking for is material that relates to that topic. True of us. So naturally it will be in your head. So if you know your head, if it's not in your head by now, that means you are not studying anything. And it's a problem for someone that's supposed to submit first or face the that is 14th. And today is what? Fourth, and for a topic you are giving having mistake, that person is not serious. That's the fact, though. It's a reality that you are not serious. You are not doing something. Because in your mind, for the first 2 days, you may be trying to do that topic before you start. But with time, as you search material, the topic is only in your head. Because any way you see material that has to do with that topic, you do what that download it and keep. True of course. So what's your topic? Rational what? Is that all? No, you can't be fair. I didn't come here.
Implication of pharmacy practice.
Rational what? Use of what? Then, right? Implication for what?
Pharmacy practice.
Implication?
Pharmacy
practice. Now, look at this topic. I want to use this to explain one thing. The title of the cover page should be what? The title of the word says of your word seminar. Look at it. Is that clear? We should have this word title. Then followed by your name. Presented by your name, right? Then your name should be written the surname. With the surname, we written what? And peace what? Peace what? Right? Then department, right? Department of Commerce Division, right? Then you are your school, right? Then your month, the month and year of your what? Submission. You know, by right, your submission should be around March or so, I think so. October, February, March. You can use March for March 2026. Is that correct? And if I see if I will still send you, maybe if I get some a template or something that matches to what my system follow this word. Yes. You put it. Yes. Departments and schools. Is that clear? Yes, put it. Sorry, it's not reflected here, but it should be there. Yes. Now, this is what you have in your cover page. Now, for your title page is also 1.5 line spaces. Is that correct? Now, this is where the title page gives a lot of things. In some, listen carefully. Your title page, the one you submit. Cover page only appears more when you want to do final binding. That's correct. Even though yes, two of them can still be in that transparent stuff. But if you want to ban it now, the person I will define by the cover page you now look at the print of the final listing. Is that correct? When we get there, you know, don't want light on that. Now, the title page must include the following details: the title of the work, sent to you. Is that correct? Then after that now, it will bear the student's name along with what? The registration number. Then clear seminar statement. That is another issue for the clear what? Seminar statement. So what is this seminar statement? That's what I want to point out now. Because I give you something that this is what differentiate this and the other one. Is that correct? Now, then month and year of what? Submission. Then the title should briefly and clearly reflect the content and the scope of the work, using a few words as possible. Now, listen carefully. You know, your topic is what? Rational use of mercy, implication, performance, and prediction. That's your topic, right? And if you want to write your title now, there should be a short statement. A seminar report. Is that clear? A seminar report on. Is that clear? Not just rational. A seminar report on rational use of medicine, implication for pharmacy practice. Is that clear? Good. Now, presented by your name. Is that clear? Then and your name and red number. Your name and what? Red number. Then the student name must be given complete name. There are two ways. What I told you in cover page is more of I just use some point, but the title page give detail of how it should look like. There are two ways of writing your name. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Obi. Someone can ask Obi. Two of us can Obi is a popular name. Obi. Look at this student now. The first one, which one is this person's first name and surname? The first will be who is this person's first name and surname? This one, who is this person's surname and first name? Which one? This one? Yes. This one is his surname. Here, go. Yeah, his surname. Here, go. Very important. In case you don't know, please don't mistakes. If you are writing your name in official document, this is what they look at. They know the one that. So some of you will just go and write it anyhow. That means you are. Most of them, maybe something you are selling outside the company, and you write a name. You follow a standard, you trace the one that is your son. So that means if you don't understand this rule and go and write it anyhow, they will take your surname to be the what. Some of you, your surname, your son, but you could do it here now. Steady. Yes, you write. I refer. I'll what? Hope I got it. I'll peace. You are telling us that peace is your surname. You don't know. What you are telling the person, maybe it's a document you are selling after a document, and you are not telling it as well. You are telling people that peace is your word. And it's a very big problem for you. It can cause you a great loss. Because that means it's another person. Hope you know that Alpha has peace. And peace. I know the same person. Are you aware? Are you aware? Yes. Alpha has peace. And peace and Alpha are not the same person. They are two different people. You know that their name have coincidental like yes and but they are two different. That's the meaning. They are two different people. The first person, the surname is what? Peace. And the first person is what? Alpha. Second person, the surname is what? Alpha. And the first name is what? Peace. You know this point. That's simple. If you watch that match sometimes, I will tell you, let your son be. If you notice that, you tell me to know who is that son. Once your name is calculated or complete, you write your full name and what is calculated is what you take as a word. Son. But if you don't want to use calculator for your son, after writing your son, put what? Comma. You should have used your son. So, or if you don't use calculator throughout or comma, once you write like this, the one here, the last name here is your son. That's why they still call last name your what? Son. So you take the last one as your what? Son. Note this point. Note this point. Is that clear? Now, so here now, that's what I'm trying to explain here. So you write your name in full, but you may put. You can put abbreviation. One of them can be what abbreviated. Maybe your middle name can be what abbreviated. So if you write Isaiah C, if you write Emmanuel, you see I can see now. If you write Emmanuel C Isaiah, you see Isaiah is last name now. Is that clear? Now or Isaiah comma Emmanuel C. Is that clear? You know this point now. So now, please teach your name should be typed with what? Initial letter. You don't use capital letter for your name. Your first letter should be what? Capital. The others is small on this style. Is that right? So the initial name should be typed with what? Sorry, each name should be typed with initial letter capitalized and all the many letters in lower case. The material number must be written immediately below the student's name. Is that clear? Now let's look at the seminar statement. Then after the seminar statement now, as that place a seminar reports on rational use of medicine from implication of pharmacy practice presented by Alpha peace, Alpha or Alpha comma peace. We have break number, right? Then the seminar statement go down and you see where the you see, please, listen. There's something I want to point out. That's right. Good. See what you do on that cover page. On that cover page, the cover page, you just there are two ways to go about this. Here is there any water here? No, I mean, just that. You know, we have already started with the seminar reports on blah 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 blah. Is that clear? your name. You don't come back again and start saying again a similar report again. Simply say presented or submitted. Is that clear? Submitted to Department of what? Pharmacy technician, your school. Is that clear? Impartial fulfillment of the requirement for the award of impartial fulfillment requirement of the award of national diploma. Is that clear? ND, pharmacy technician. Am I a central report on blah 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 blah. Is that clear? On their topic, right? Presented, by so name, page number. Is that clear? Submitted to Department of Human Technician. You are again the name of your school. Then after that now, impartial fulfillment of the requirement of the award of national diploma, ND, pharmacy work technician. Is that clear? That's how you get it. Everything is there. You fill that space with your name of your school now. True of course. You already said yes. Yes. Yeah. Is that clear? Then after that you now
So you are not saying submitted to pharmacy technician.
Department of Pharmacy Technician. Then your school. Before the Pharmacy Technician for money, the name of your school. Just the way it's there, and it's still there. Then after that, you write the month and year now, right? In there. There's something I want you to always write, please. Before that month of year, write the name of your award. Supervisor. Is that clear? That's what is happening there. Name of your award, supervisor. Very important. Is that clear? Name of your award, supervisor. Yeah. Okay, where you let me be in the starting page. Even though yes, some you see how you put in starting page, but write it in. I want to write it in the book. Is that clear? Yeah, that is for the title page. The next page is what? Declaration page. So what do we have? Are you listening? So what do you have in the declaration page? In the declaration page, we have your what? Declaration. In fact, here is just a statement made by you, the student. Statement by you, the student, to confirm that the work is your own. It's your original work. Is that clear? And it's not what was done by any other person. You are the one that did what? Did the work. I see you on this one again. I see you on this one again. I'm talking to myself. So let's look at now. See an example here. I hereby declare that this project seminar, you recognize your title, right? Is my original work and has been submitted in whole. Are you listening? Forgive you. Has not been what? Submitted in whole or in part to any other word for any word award. All sources used have been duly acknowledged. You sign and date and what? Signature. Is that clear? Then, after that, the next page is what? Certification/approval page. All these things are because it's 1.5 lines. All these things that is 1.5 line. Then here now, certification is a statement. This one is a statement by the supervisor and the HOD. Is that clear? Certifying that what your work meets the standard of the what department. Is that clear? Departmental work standard. You see something like this. This is to certify. You type it there. This is to certify that the seminar title blah 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 was supervised and approved by me. It meets the requirement for the award of national diploma in what pharmacy what technician. Stop. Then you now have all these people involved will not sign. Then supervisor, you type it name of your award, supervisor, Chris is where you will sign and date. Name of your award, HOD, where you will sign and date. The name of the external supervisor, there's also that you must be for the external supervisor. The external does not to sign too. The first supervisor, that's why where we are applicable. Your subscribe doesn't do this, but subscribe take it more seriously. That in my former school, it's always come. The other one, you go to another school. But you do the university get lecturer there, you come on. Now, so after that, now the next one is what? Dedication. Dedication what? Hey, so here, what happened to the dedication? Here now, this is where you do a short note that expressing what? Gratitude to God. To God, why? Carry to me. To God, listen now. Listen now, calm down. Start from God first.
Yes.
Then, as well as to who? The student's spouse, those that are married, their spouse, if they are married. And family, God, your spouse, if you are married, family what? Members, and any other person that you want to dedicate it to. Is that clear? To who? See our mouth. Now, so the next page is what? Acknowledgements. Here, what happened to the acknowledgement? Here now, you just any support you receive, this is where you do what? Acknowledge it. So you acknowledge any support you receive doing the work, doing the execution of the work. So here now, you follow it in this order. You show appreciation to what? To God first, followed by what? Your supervisor. Then head of what? Department. Departmental staff. Then you are dean, or if there's any dean, some people that have dean. Then followed by your family members and friends that contributed in your work. Your IPs, you are all those people that contributed, and you now acknowledge them. Then after that, now the next one is your work abstracts. The next one is your work abstracts. So abstract should be some about 150 to 250 words. 150 to 250 words. Abstract is a kind of call it more like a summary of. In fact, if you want to read any published article or any work, if you look at the abstract, they have to tell you at a glance what you expect to see in that work. So your abstract should be a reflection of what your work is. It's a summary, it's a kind of summary of your work. If someone looks at your abstract, you will know exactly what you are working about. Is that clear? So now, so the abstract briefly summarize the work, the purpose or the aim of the. Remember, this work is a review work. It's not questionnaire or field work. It's a review work. You have to consult different materials on the topic. You are on the topic you are working on. So it's not what you go to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, what if you try it, you get it. This one is here, straight up. Straight up. It says serious review work. You must go to research articles. That's why you do that. I don't know why you do this way. We are here now. We are also and do myself. Go and download journal articles. Get textbooks. Journal articles. I prefer journal articles to all those people. That will give you there's what in research work, there's what is called primary, we have primary material, secondary, and what? Tertiary. Primary let's assume now, if this work now is a research, a work that you use a questionnaire, maybe you want to go and check how people take the use of antibiotics in a particular area, in a particular religion. You go and prepare questionnaire, you ask people will tell you that's a primary research work. Because you are finding out any document you design for that is a primary research work. Second research work is that what you are doing now is secondary. Because you get material from these people now and synthesize, grab material from different sources about that topic and bring them together and produce a material. It's a secondary work, research material. But tertiary is like your textbook you are seeing. You use in the class, your lecture materials, because tertiary source from this and even from another tertiary too. Yes, it happens. There are some tertiary go to primary. There are some textbooks that still get material from primary to primary work research. That is if you're a lecturer or the owner of that textbook is a research oriented person. So like going to the primary source to get information. There's some good textbook in pharmacy. What you see here difference is more of what primary work, research work. So so here you have the outer to be work about 150 to 250 words. Here now we briefly summarize the work, the purpose or the aim of the work, the review. Then you talk about the key literature findings. Because as you are researching, getting those materials, you should notice some things, some trend. That's what you call what finding, what you find out from your research work. So you summarize your findings, your literature findings. Then your conclusion and your recommendation. Research gap, conclusion and recommendation. How you think that you know what a research gap is? Research gap is that maybe from that work you consulted, maybe you notice that some people are most of the work you see they talk about people, for example now that people take antibiotics, maybe abuse antibiotics for example now. But you do not see enough document or much information about people researching why people abuse what antibiotics. You say research work, you say down. From this research set, maybe most of the things you are seeing, let's assume the topic is about abuse of antibiotics. People talk more trend of abuse. Nobody talk about the reason why. That gap may even spoil you, may even push you to go and carry out primary work research on reason why people and build that gratitude. It may be through questionnaire. You may set on your own to do research through questionnaire. Maybe in this locality, prepare a questionnaire and start giving to young people, pharmacies, find out why do they abuse and you may be amazed that if you analyze this information, you find out you see about up to 20 or more than 20 reasons why people want abuse and you can publish it, and people that are writing reviews and Facebook, they go and download that article, and from there they get information reason why people want abuse what antibiotics. I'm not forgetting. Yes, but what we are doing now is just more of what review, this is not a questionnaire or whatever. There are different types of research that you can do. Even in this our lab, we can do research in our lab here on ACTs, on using grants. But the time is short. That's why I really go for such topic. Maybe I will do that one in the next step, start on time. But for now, let's just do the time. The time was done. Now, so that's what your abstract is what all about. The next one is your table of contents. Your table of content is double spacing. It's not 1.5 spacing. Is that clear? Your table of content is what? Double spacing. So your table of content contains the word, everything that has to do with your word. You have to work in your make, you work from one chapter to what? Another chapter. In fact, your table of contents will contain the list of your work from your preliminary page. Is that correct? From your preliminary page. You see something like this. Look at this now. Look at this now. You know, this is not a standard paper content. Who can tell you why it's not a standard paper content? Huh? Life is there. What else? Sorry to tell you. Look at this. In an academic setting like this, and you're doing so like this before, in an academic setting, don't do something. If you market women out there, that one's an advantage, but it's academic. You should show example. What lesson do you, what other issue do you think it has? It is a very, if I'm to score this, it's simple. You can tell me what around. And that is how some of you work I see look like. When I said I was laughing, who did this thing? Who's running thing? I was not laughing. I saw we had a dog this somewhere. I was not laughing. Who did this thing? Who's running this? I was not listening. Who else can tell me? No page number. Your work has pages. There was no page number. So we had to allocate this. No page number. No page number. Very, very bad one. No page number. Now, what am I saying? Look at it now. At least I like what you do because if I don't do the sort of you will understand what you do is. That's it. Look at it now. Now, let us not bother about it because maybe but to me, if you want to do something, do it well. Or just create a pamphlet and share, not do this. They let it be a pamphlet and share it. Or so far, it's can do it well. And the reason why I said that if you understand whatever everything we are doing, then you can handle this. Even as a student, you can get easy. As a student, I don't use books as students. It's not a new thing. Now look up. Now, find the table of contents arranged. If you notice, your preliminary pages will come before your table of contents. Where you write a table of contents, all your preliminary pages will come first. You now have your table of contents. Your table of contents should be well arranged. Your table of contents now, the first thing you see here is your what? Then your title page. But because the cover page is not paginated, some don't put cover page. Is that clear? But put it for me. Then title page, or you just simply start from the title page, I understand. Is that clear? Title page. Where does it? Sorry. Preliminary pages. The page number. You know, which one is Arabic and which one is Roman numeral, right? Which of this is Arabic and which of this is Roman? Arabic, right? Preliminary pages should be numbered to Roman numeral. Roman was preliminary pages is in what? Roman. I'll tell you how to write, how to paginate. Because they that remedy is in what? Roman numeral. The main page is in what? The main work is in what? From chapter 1 is what? Arabic numeral. From chapter 1 is what? Arabic numeral. If you know that word. Is that clear? So let's continue. Now, so what it is that if you come to your table of content now, you list your what? The 9 pages. That new page, I. Is that clear? I, as case may be. The other one followed by what? Dedication, right? Is it the dedication? Is it the dedication? Declaration, I. Is that clear? This is how you list your preliminary page. After this side. After you listing your preliminary pages and the page number, then even your table of content has this own page number where it is. So you write your table of content and the page where it is. Then you now go after that. Now you now start listing your chapters. Chapter 1, you state where it is in your work. Is that clear? Now, before I say that, the table of content should be what? Double what? Yes. So you have your preliminary pages from title, preliminary pages, chapter 1 to 5. That is your introduction, feature review, discussion, summary and what, conclusion and your what, recommendation. Then your references. Your references should also reflect where the page, where it is. Is that clear? Because the reference is not part of your chapter. Is that clear? The reference is not part of your chapter. It's after the chapter, in that chapter, you have your reference. You put the page where your reference can be seen. You said you your what? Appendices. Now, what are you expected to see in your appendices? This is where you start seeing your list of what? Tables. Hope you know, are you aware? In your appendices, that where you start seeing your what? List of what? Table. If there's table you use, let's say you use 5, you have 5 different tables. That means you have to number your table. Let's say you have a table in chapter 1. Let's say you have 3 tables in chapter 1. You have to label your table. Maybe the first table appears somewhere. Huh? If you use that table, if you have like 4 tables in chapter 1, the first table should be what? Table 1.1. Is that clear? Then you have the second table is just set chapter 1. Is table what? 1.2. Is that clear? The third table in that chapter 1 is what? Table 1.3. Maybe you have a table in chapter 2. The first table in chapter 2 is what? Table what? Good. Is that clear? And as you label your table in your work, if you write table 2.1, you write the title of that table. Is that clear? Depending on the work you are working on. Is that clear? Then the same thing with figures. If you have figures, please also label your figure. Maybe the figure appeared in chapter 2. The first figure there is figure what? 2.1. Is that clear? Then if you come to your list of tables and your appendices, is that clear? You now write in 1.1, you write what it means, the title of that one, table. 1.2, title. Then after that now, the last one there is your work, abbreviation. Please, any abbreviation you use in your work, maybe you write AOC, AUC, you come back and list those abbreviations and their full meaning and their full, if you take standard textbook, any abbreviation you see inside, go towards the end of that text, you see the full meaning of that word, abbreviation, acronym, and specific. You know the difference between acronym and abbreviation. Okay. You try. You go to sharp. Acronym form a word that is being called. But like now, see this one now. NAF. That. Yes, so in fact, most of the acronyms have vowels in between, like maybe to call it as a word. NAFTA. Is an acronym, is that clear? But this one now. BCL, this one of what? Abbreviation. Two of us. BCL. Bowen is what? An acronym. Is that clear? C vowel. Bowen. But this one is just all consonant. That is more. Or abbreviation can be abbreviation. To put it in a better way, we have something like this now. LTD is an abbreviation. It's not an acronym. Is that clear? Whatever it is an acronym, whatever it is an abbreviation, you state the meaning, the full meaning. Now let's not talk with that. I know that this is going to be a very long class, but it's important to do that here, so you can go and walk. Now let's look at the chapters. Let's go to the chapters. Chapter 1 to 5. Chapter 2 was double spacing of 2.0 lines. You know that one. So now the chapter 1 is what? Introduction. Chapter 1 is what? So what are we expected to see in the these things is not depend on your topic. You know that you have different topics. You adapt it to your own topic. This is where you apply your commentary now. I know how you now adopt this applying to your own topic. This is where you know what starts. So in chapter 1 is one introduction. Here, what you're going to do here is you talk about the background of your topic. Is that clear? The background of your topic. Then the next one is your definition of what? Key terms. You remember, just like as I told you put in That's what is that your topic again? Personal what? Use of what? Huh? Or everywhere in your topic, you must know what you do. Define the tense involved. If you don't know the meaning everywhere, you don't know what to do. Yeah, you know what to do. So the two times in that topic, that's what they're going to do. Define what it is. What is medicine? What is emancipation? What is pharmacy about? What is, you have to know if something is rational. What does it mean? You just get to the topic. Is that clear? So, key words, key terms. You see the example they give. I give you dispensing errors, rational drug use, and what have you. Then, after that now, under introduction, you talk about the importance of or relevance of that your topic in pharmacy practice and patient what safety. Is that clear? Good. Then after that now, you now look at the scope of their work, the scope of the review. Then talk about the aims and objectives of the study in question. Remember we are talking about what the review here. So this is what you see in what introduction. Then chapter 2, we talk about your what literature review. Like I say, it still depends on your work. So your literature review can never be sent to my own literature ones. You don't know what topic you are working on. So here now, you talk about the concept of your work and the concept and the literature. So you explain the main concept of the work. Then if there's if the topic has to do, if types and classification is applicable in your own topic, you talk about what types and what. Like now, if your topic has to do with error, you feel that there's need to talk about what error is and types of error, depending on what you want to achieve. Then types of counseling, if it has to do with counseling, you talk about what types of medicine, you talk about the legal. So depending on the topic in question. Then you talk about causes and challenges, depending on what you are talking about. Like now, these are just some example now. You see, this one is for someone talking about errors, medication errors. You see things like factors contributing to errors or issues. Is that clear? Yeah. Then after that, now you talk about the impact or consequences. Maybe errors. Now, what is the effect of errors on patient what? Safety, compliance, and treatment outcomes. Remember, this is by the time you gather material, by God's grace, I will try to give you some links on some material. If there's one or two, you can browse them and see if you can download or take information from them. That is, some journal articles are not free, some are free. If you are lucky, follow the link I check the material. If it's free, fine. If it's not free, you don't want to go and pay and get the material. Just what I just want to give you as a gift. But that is not all. You can research and find more. It just serve as I want you to be an eye opener for you to see what I mean by gathering material. Is that clear? So now, you talk about the word patient safety, you depend on your question, on your topic. Then next one is what role of performance technician with respect to your topic. Is that clear? Role of performance technician with respect to your work. Okay, like now, for someone that is talking about medication error now, you see things like contribution of performance technician to prevention, safety, and what depending on the topic you are reviewing. Then you talk about the word preventive management strategies. SOPs, guidelines. Remember, this literature review is not a personal work now. You are writing a review based on what people have published on that topic. You get the material, read it, understand it, and write citing them. Is that clear? Citing what they say in that, but you read it, understand, and now do your write-up based on the information you got from those sources. Is that clear? Then after that, now that's for chapter 2. Chapter 3 is what? Discussion. Having gathered information from these people, quote what they say on these different areas you talked about now. Discussion now, this is where you critically analyze. This is where you now start analyzing your work. You critically analyze findings from literature. Those findings in your findings in your literature review. This is where you now discuss it. Remember, this is why I keep telling you people to report your practical. Give me discussion. Somewhere just be like practical what they like. No, listen. I'm trying to sharpen your sense of what listening. You have read the material. That's what you see. If I have my way, literature in English language or literature at all will be a compulsory subject, whether you are doing science. If you do literature in school, you are talking about they give you a novel, you read it and criticize it, analyze it. That skill is very important. Today, most don't even know what I have to come and analyze something, to discuss something. That exposure will help you do that. If I have my way, literature should be literature should be a compulsory subject for everybody, whether you are doing science or art. Very important. So literary skill is a very important. Have you seen the topic? Literature review. Let's talk about what. If you have a strong literary skill and now become a science student, this is nothing to read. Once you better know material and read them, you can analyze them, criticize them, say your findings. So all these things are what your decision will be part of your thinking, your own thinking based on what you have read in the review in chapter 2. Based on the information you have gathered, you now come to chapter 3 to discuss it. Bringing your own idea, what you think these are things you do. So here now, I said you do what? You critically, but you can still cite someone represents work that is in line with that work. Exactly, you can cite it. So you critically analyze findings from the work, literature. Then second thing you do here now, you compare. This is where you now compare. Are you ladies listening? Here you compare different authors' viewpoints. Remember, in your literature review, you pointed out you consulted different people's authors' work. Remember, this is where you now do what? Compare their different viewpoints on that work. What so person say about this and what you think and what I do. You're tired, shit? What's time? You spend roughly 1 hour a night. Now, so then, here now, after that now, you highlight the gaps in knowledge of practice. Remember I told you about the gaps, right? Is the gap you notice that will now help you to do a recommendation. Am I talking? Is the gap that will not, like now, you usually that what I said now about this that there's a gap in how people, reason why people are doing. You can help to make a recommendation. There's need for more research on area to find out why people. There's need for this to improve this area because it's a gap. You know that will make people be able to recommend what should be done in the next chapter. Is that clear? So here now, You talk about you highlight the gaps in knowledge or practice. Then you relate the literature to the role of pharmacy work technician. So try to bring in your role as well. You relate literature to the role of what pharmacy technician. Then chapter 4 is summary and what conclusion. Here now you summarize the key points of the what review. Then you emphasize on the relevance of pharmacy technician practice. Then you highlight main lessons. Main lesson, what and what you grab from it. This is what happened in summary and conclusion. Then chapter 5, you do your what recommendation. Here you do what you give practical suggestion based on the review. This suggestion will include training needs, need for training on some area, standard operation, standard operating work, procedures, implementation, then patient counseling, technology and adoption, policy updates. These are what you can name. Depending on the gap you notice. Is that correct? Then after that is what you expect from chapter 1 to what? Chapter 5. Remember, all this will depend on the topic you are working on. If you follow all these things and do this thing well, the day you do your presentation, you just stand and talk. You don't even need to look at it, right? Just stand and talk because it's your work. You see how hand will jam for you because it's your work. It's not what you don't copy from somewhere. You sat down and did it. You may just put slide on you don't look at it like because you start talking, discussing what you did. This is research. This is what is called research. Then after that now we go where the main work is now is referencing. Remember I remember on referencing. So let's look at referencing. Very important. In fact, no referencing or no self-referencing, you did nothing. So let's look at what referencing. God forbid, but I thought I was already going to give to I think I was going to listen to you. What happened? Stop on the way. And nobody's ever going to share. What happened? Hey, God. We are you recording it?
Yes.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Popular, please. Take power bank, please. I beg you.
Don't worry. It's not ready.
You said that for the
yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Start. What happened to me now? It's stop recording. Even me, self, I fear my self, but I want to listen to what I thought. Let's continue, please. So, this is from chapter 1 to chapter 5. So now let's enter referencing. That is where the word lies. Okay. I now understand what happened. My phone is filled up.
Okay, storage full.
There are some documents I downloaded up to. Okay. Let me delete those videos. All right, so let's look at the referencing. As I said, referencing is the cocoa, very important aspect of work, any research work. In fact, if you get if you publish any work or write any textbook or whatever, and you have no reference, sorry, it's either what you wrote is nonsense or you stole other people's work without acknowledging them. And that is called an academic theft, known as what? Plagiarism. Known as what? Plagiarism. It's a very serious academic crime to write an academic material on textbook or what have you, or research or journal without acknowledging, referencing somebody whose work you use to do that. It's a very serious crime. It's a very serious crime. You don't do that. So that's why, in fact, even if you reference and you do not reference well, it's a problem too. So that's why it's a very important aspect of our work. Now let's look at the referencing. Let's look at what reference. So in referencing now, please, there are different styles. There are different referencing styles. We have APA. APA means what? American Psychological what? Association. Then we have Vancouver. But the one we are going to use is what? APA. We are using APA referencing style. American Psychological what? Association. So we are going to use APA referencing style. This is not a full lecture on this topic, on this course. Just for the purpose of this project, or these are what we are supposed to do in our what? Seminar course presentation. So that I wouldn't want to start going because we don't have time to start explaining all those things. So what we are doing now is just what we need for your what? Research work. Is that clear? Now, so let's focus on what? APA. So just know that difference. So in case you go for your presentation, they'll ask you which side are you using. Just say APA. What is APA? American Psychological Association. You describe what is involved, and you're good to go. People, even someone from outside, we want to know. That's where they will go. What reference system? What reference style you use? Just say APA, and explain what it is. Some may want to know whether you know what it is. It's like all these external words, supervisors or examiners. Now, so you are using what? APA style. Now, so in your referencing, what are you supposed to reference? You please, wahala. It's not this is some of you did in your BDT 351. I was just laughing. No trial. Any material you are putting in your reference must be a real existing material, because I will track it. I will go to that site. I will read it too. So don't just go and let me just cook up reference and give to this material. Try it. I'm sorry. I'm totally. I said so. Yeah, I told you that if you are my student, you are going to do research work. It's not. You must do research work. If you're my student too, if you cannot stay, please tell them to remove you on time. Because you must do research work. You must research. I will have time to read it. Any reference, this one you put, I will trace it, go to that site, read it. Check whether what you quoted is something with what they say there. If it's not, you're losing marks set up. So don't cook up reference terms. Don't try it. Then so you include only credible sources like journals. You know, we have different sources. So going to all these hungry people that will open a website and be posting nonsense junk, nonsense information they did not even know the meaning. People do it too. They just open site and just be dumping information. They must have don't even know what. Some of them are not even medical professionals. They just copy something from somewhere, post on the site. You go to Google and ask Google, tell me. Google will take you to that site. Bagam, because they are looking for traffic. They are looking for traffic. They just put it. People do it now. That's what people. Some people eat from it. Some of these people you think that some of these people you think they are doing Yahoo. So some of them are not actually doing what Yahoo. So some of them are always online. They will have a site. Anyway, it's a Yahoo in one way, because you that open a site and go and start copying junks, you don't even know the meaning, because you know that people like to read about health. You go and start copying nonsense, they don't even know what it means, and be dumping in your site. And people that are ignorant will just go and click on it, and you take them there, and they'll see it and start practicing it and be dying. It's Yahoo you're doing. It's Yahoo you're doing now. No, some of you. That's why. If there was a time we were, I'm teaching you. Do you know what I'm doing now? Anything I'm saying, there's a reason why I'm saying it too. So it's not just to laugh. As you laugh, find out why I'm saying that thing. I said include only credible sources. Some of you will just go to Google. If you remember, there was a time we were arguing in your class about some of you just type it, program, you take it to one site. Wow. So some of you will go to some of these sites I'm talking about, because they know that people like health related topics. They may just open site and be copying nonsense from different places. They must have don't even know the meaning. They copy it and be pasting, arrange it well, because they want to be making money from Google ad. Because the more people click, once Google notice that people go to this site more, they will qualify for AdSense, Google ad, and once they qualify, Google will place an advert on those sites, and they're making money. As you click to read nonsense, you don't even know what you're reading. They will make money. It's Yahoo in a way, even though it's not a direct, because the information you are posting is wrong information. It's a wrong word information. Is that clear? Now, be careful of the source. Don't just go to Google, palm it, copy it and come and give me. Go to credible source like journals. Journal from reputable online journals. Reputable journal. You know, before now, when there was no website now, those that research those days, there's what is called journals. You see journals like this, different volumes. Some their thickness will be like this. Journals, and each of these journals have the different articles of research published in those journals. Those days, if you want to go and research, you go to library. Some library buy those journals. You go and be opening book and start getting information. But now, internet has made it easier. So we have the different online journals. Very, very recognized ones. In fact, the recognized one worldwide, they pay. You subscribe to be getting information from them. But there are some you see have good quality research work that are still free. Those ones are open access what? Journals. There are some of them that you can access, you can download. But there are some that if you want to download, you pay. Now, these are where you can get most things you see there is first, primary, and secondary research material. That's where what you see in most journals. Then, if you have a textbook, there's also soft copies online textbook that may discuss your topic. So, what I'm saying is this: any material you are looking for, you want to download, please. In fact, I will advise you, if you want to do a general check on your topic, you can just type the topic. You see different material on that topic. Be checking source. There are some that are PDF. You can download those PDFs. So some of these PDF contain some of these PDF are actually textbooks. Then you see the one that is journal articles. Try to download it. If you cannot, try to read the abstract and see what you can get from the abstract. If you have the money, you can subscribe. It's not wrong. It's not bad. And download them. You can come together as a group and contribute money and subscribe to a particular journal. So you can be downloading information from the topic, different topic from that site. Is that clear? So that's what I mean by credible source, like journals, books, even WHO site give credible information too. Then even national pharmacy guidelines, you can get information from it. Please. So hope you see going, please.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, so please, in your work, you must give me minimum of 15 to 20 references. By the time, and you are, hello, listen, I'm still coming, I'm still coming. Minimum of 15 to 20. If you research on this, references not water. But if you go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT question, you'll be looking for references you will not see. You will try to forge it, to push it into it, it don't enter. Because you start talking nonsense and don't relate with your work, I will catch you. So the search work, leave ChatGPT. If you must ask ChatGPT, ask Chat. If you must use ChatGPT, it's not wrong. Even we use ChatGPT. There's no researcher in the world that do not use ChatGPT. But it depends on what you are doing with ChatGPT. Did you just ask ChatGPT? Tell me rational use of medicine AI. Sorry, no. Ask ChatGPT to guide you. Listen carefully. I have told you in this class that I use ChatGPT as my personal assistant. I told you in this class. ChatGPT is just like, in fact, let me be sincere with you. All these governors, big men, artists, they have PAs. Do you know why they have PAs? They have PAs because, and if they want to select, they select people that are sharp and wise in different areas. Do you know why? If they want to talk about health, they will call them to tell them what they think about health. They will discuss it. They will get points from what they're saying. And so ChatGPT can act like that for you. In fact, that is the purpose of ChatGPT. If you don't know, that is the purpose of ChatGPT. I discussed with Chat that means I don't even need friends. They are my friends. I sit down with them and discuss. I'm a person through some issues in life. I just ask, what do you think about this? You're telling me. We discuss it like as if I'm talking to my fellow human being. We discuss. I got ideas, and use my natural human intelligence now to modify it. That's how to use all those, but they are not perfect. You are perfect. You are more perfect than them as human being. You ask questions about life, maybe relationship self. Now my fiancé is doing this. What do you think about it? You tell her what to do, how to go about it. You sit down and fine-tune it as human being now. Put it how you want it to be. Maybe something you want to do. So now, like now, this project now, you can get a start topic and ask question. Please, how do I go? This is a topic of my project in school. Please help me. How do I go about it? Look at this thing. Look at the outlines I want to use. What do you think? Okay. How do I get what references? Please, can you help me gather original work referencing about this topic? You see, it will give you where to get that. You can click it and go to that site and now download the material and read it and do their work. It's not asking ChatGPT. No, it's not. I'm giving you secrets. Hello? What I'm doing with you now? Eh? What I'm doing with you now, people pay millions to sit down and listen to it. I'm giving it to you free. So understand what I'm saying. What I'm telling you now, people pay to have access to this information. There's nothing you want to do, you cannot get it in all this AI. But the point is, how do you use them? They're there to help you. Just answer this is my topic. How do I go about it? But this is outline we are told to use. Please help me organize this based on this outline. Give me research material that is authentic, that is traceable. You give it give you the article journal on this topic, give you the traceable this. You click on, you take it and go and search it. You see it is real, it's live, because it will go to different sites and pick those information and give it to you. You now get them and sit down and download those materials and read them. You now get your information from those materials. They are nothing they cannot help you to achieve. Please, for those that will go and just ask questions, and if you try it, you are in trouble. Don't do it. Make the work your own. That's the point I'm making. So where do we stop, sir? This my phone just did do anyhow. The phone the phone don't tire for mama. I do overuse that phone. If the phone is a human being by now. It's even hot. You're touching that it's hot. The phone don't suffer. Please, can I use? Okay. You are looking at your phones. Oh. Open your this. Let me pause it first. So I don't. So now let's now look at the references in detail. Okay, now yes. Okay, so now referencing has two components. There are two components of what? Referencing. Is that clear? The first component is what? In-text citation. In-text citation. In-text what? Citation. So in-text citation is the first component. The second component is bibliography. Biblio is not libido. I say biblio. Biblio what? Graphy is the second part. Now let's start from in-text. Remember, if you remember, when you are doing presentation in your I keep hammering on in-text. I don't know if you can remember. I keep hammering on where is your in-text citation. Where is your in-text citation? It's very important. In fact, your in-text citation is your where you cite, you quote somebody's work in your body of your work. What's going on there? So you have here in-text citation and Your phone has locked. Okay, in-text citation and what? Bibliography. Now, so the in-text citation is the citation within the body of the what? Your work, your text. That place you, maybe you consulted my material. Maybe I have a published article online or I have a textbook. Maybe in that my textbook, there's a place I say that there are two types of medication. There are two types of there are three main causes of for example now dispensing errors, or 5 causes of dispensing error. They are as follows. I list them. You read that material. Maybe it may be a published article. In that your work, if you go through my work and pick points from my work, you have to quote me, cite me inside that your work. Maybe there's a subsection in your work where you are writing about causes of what? Dispensing error, right? You can say there are 3 types of 3 causes of 5 causes of dispensing error. They are as follows, blah 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 blah. After writing it, now you now write my name, maybe Ezanya, 2020. It means that you use my work to write that types of word. Is that clear? That one you do inside is a part of reference. It's called in-text citation. At the end of your work, where you have reference now, you list. You know, you only wrote Ezanya 2020 inside your work, but at the end, that's where you now expand it. Ezanya EC, title of my article where journal where I published the article, the date, the year, and whatever, and page number where that article is. Is that clear? So what it means that anything you have in your reference, that list, all the people you quoted in your work, you list them. That list at the end of your reference is called what? Bibliography or reference list. It's also called bibliography or what? Reference what? List. You will list them at the back of your work. That's why if you prepare your work and submit, to catch you is simple. Anything you list at the back, I'll look at it. If you list Ezanya EC, blah blah blah, I'll go to your work and to see where you quoted Ezanya EC. Maybe you said types of dispensing errors, blah blah blah. You are claiming that Ezanya EC said that types of dispensing errors are this. I will check back your work to see the site, the journal you are claiming that Ezanya EC published. I'll go to that journal. Trust me now. I will go to that journal. If I don't see where Ezanya EC said that thing you said in your work, you are in trouble. You are in a very big trouble. I must see it. Then, if it's what I cannot see, if it's something I cannot see the work online, and your claim is a textbook, you go and make that textbook you say you got it from. Show me that textbook. You must show me. I must see it before you get your full mark. What am I saying is, don't just quote anything you like. Don't just manipulate it and say that you are doing research work. Don't do that nonsense. Please help me open it again. See how fast she is. So she said that I don't know what she's for. Is it? Sharp girl. Alright, let's continue, please. Next time you have to tell me this password because I can't be calling you like this up and down. Okay, now so you now understand. So the reference has 2 parts. Have you not seen why I keep hammering on you people? If you just go and do reference, list something without your reference is not complete. So it has 2 components: in-text citation and the list at the end. So if you do in-text citation, without listing it is a problem. If you list without showing where it appears in your work, it's a problem. If you now go and coin nonsense and put, I will check it, I'll track it. I must do it. Even if I give 50 references, I'll sit down. I have time. I have time. If I could sit down, I'll be marking your man out line by line. I have time. I will do it very well. I have time. So don't think you can do anything you like. So now let's not go to in-text what? Citation. Now the in-text citation, listen carefully. Hello, this is where the main work lies. Please listen carefully. This is where the main work lies. Please listen carefully. Gracious. Listen carefully. This is where the main work lies. You know, we have different. We are going to look at this in-text citation with respect to different types of different. Some maybe one author, some maybe more than two authors, depending on some authors may have the same name. Some may have the same surname. How to put them inside their work, so to avoid what? Confusion. Now let's go. Now let's look at for a single author. So if the author you are quoting is the only person, like now I am the only person that wrote that particular material. It's not a material because two researchers can come together and research on a topic and publish an article. Two or more people can come together and write a textbook. Three of us. So, but if the author, if it's a single author, so what you do is this: you write this author's surname first. Write the author's surname first. Let's assume that the author's name is surname is Ahosimer. Say amen. Ahosi. Now this is the author's name, right? Now, so the author's surname should be written first, followed by a comma and year of publication. Maybe the material was published in 2026. I will see my comma 2026. This is how to write it. So let me now add other things you need to know about it. Now, so let's go down. When the author's name appears, see, the name can in quoting, inciting an author, it can appear in different. It can appear at the beginning of the work. It can appear within the sentence. So let's look at it. So when the author's name appears at the beginning of a sentence or forms part of the sentence, only the year of publication should be enclosed in parentheses. See what I mean? See what I mean? I will see. Maybe we are okay. There's an example here, right? Let's use it. See what I mean? Look at this one. Adeyemi. You see it now? Adeyemi. In bracket 2019. Examined the impact of dispensing errors on patient safety. So you are saying all that where you got this information is from the work of Adeyemi, a work that was published in 2019. Remember I said that is when the author's name appears beginning of the sentence or within. You do it like this, Adeyemi in bracket 2019. Is that clear? Now, but if the author's name is not mentioned in the sentence or even at the beginning, Both the author's name and the year of publication should be placed in parentheses, separated by a what? Comma, and positioned at the end of the sentence or immediately after the relevant what? Statement. See this example now. Improper drug storage can significantly reduce drug potency and effectiveness. In bracket, Okafor, comma, 2021, bracket. You see it now? You see it now? Maybe you are talking about what can cause what? What can cause reduction in drug potency and what? Effectiveness. And you got a point from a work published by Okafor where he said that improper drug storage can be a cause of this effect. So you now coin it well and now say improper drug storage can significantly do what? Reduce drug potency and what? Effectiveness. In brackets, Okafor, brackets, comma, 2021. Either of them is okay, depending on how you want. If you want, you can start it with Okafor, in bracket, 2021, pointed out that, or according to Okafor, in bracket, 2021, improper drug storage can significantly. You see it now, so you can twist it the way you want, but position this things well. This is how to cite somebody's work for a single word author. Is that clear? Now, sometimes, please check if this is still recording. Sometimes,
Yes.
are we together? Sometimes the same author may publish a work, different work in that same year. Sometimes you may see the same author do different publications in the same year. How do you cite such author when you have already cited something from the author? So you know that what you are saying is just Adeyemi 2021. There's no further information. True of us. So how do you now distinguish the first one from the second one published by the same person that same year? What do you do? So that's what I want us to look at now. So same author, same year. So when an author has more than one publication in the same year, so you use a lowercase letters like A, B, C, it's lowercase, to distinguish each of the words publications. Is that clear? See what I mean? So use lowercase is A, B, C. This letter should be added to the year of publication to distinguish between the different works. Look at as example. Adeyemi 2019A. Is that clear? Is that clear? Adeyemi 2019B. Adeyemi 2019C. If you now go back, to your what? List at the back of your work, at the end of your work, you now list the actual publication that has that 2019A, 2019B. Is that clear? And 2019C. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Then what if the material you are using for the research, the material is published by two authors. Two authors come together. Maybe when Gracious now graduate and become a researcher, two of us will decide to publish an article. Is that clear? Publish an article or write a textbook, and maybe promise daughter writing her proposal at that time. She didn't know that I was her lecturer and Gracious was her fellow student that is now a researcher. She will now go and browse and get information from us, from our work, and she want to quote our work by Chetana and what? Gracious. Now look at how to present such thing. So when you have two authors, so when a publication has two authors, both authors' surnames should be mentioned, followed by a comma and the year of what? Publication. Is that clear? Now, please, there's something I want to point out here, please. I want to talk about how to use and the ampersand symbol. You know what ampersand symbol for and? When to use it, each of them, please. This is very important. They mean the same thing, but you don't use them anyhow in your research work. So I will talk about I want to use each of them. Now, generally, for such scenario, you use the surnames should be joined using the word and. In general, not ampersand, but there's a situation you can use ampersand anyway. I will explain. According to the 7th edition of Upper Style, this Upper Style have different editions. According to the 7th edition of what? When we go to reference listing or bibliography, I'll tell you how to arrange using Upper Style. Is that clear? What we're talking about is just the what? In text for citation. Now, of course, anyway, let me not talk too much. When we get there, I will explain. Now, according to the 7th edition of the Upper Style, the ampersand is used only in specific words, situation, not in general writing. Let me explain. For example, now, if in parentheses, maybe, remember, when do I tell you that the name and the year of the author should appear in parentheses, comma, the name of the authors, comma, the year should appear in parentheses. Is it at the beginning of their citation? If your citation appear in the beginning of your work or at the end of your work? At the end of your sentence? The end, right? Good. Now, you use ampersand. You can use ampersand maybe if you have the name and the names of those authors and the year of publication inside what? Parentheses. As you can see here, for example, now you see Smith and Jones. You see the type of and they use there. Smith and Jones, comma 2020. It's allowed to use ampersand here. Is that clear? Good. Now it's also allowed to use ampersand in the reference list when listing multiple authors. It's allowed. You can use it. You can use it, no problem. As you can see, example now, Smith J and Jones A, 2020. Then you now write the title of the work and the publisher. Is that clear? Now, but you do not use ampersand in the word main text. For example, when you are connecting authors in a sentence. Is that clear? If you are connecting authors in a sentence, you don't use ampersand. Use full and. If the name of the author appear in a sentence in your work, go. Something like this. Now, it's correct to say Smith and full and Jones 2020 found out that, or Isaiah and Aluvekai 2037, because let me say 2037, but then they would have finished, they graduated, did their master's, PhD. Say amen. Now, and they found out that so thing happens that causes so thing. You use what? Full and not ampersand. Is that clear? Good. That's what I'm trying to make here. So now, this is how to quote two authors. Look at the example now. Example here. It says, in a related study, comma, Adiola and Musa, in bracket 215, reported that. Is that clear now? So this is how to quote two authors. Now, what if you have more than two authors? What do you do? There are some work you have up to 3 authors, or 4, or even 5 authors. By the time you start going to journal articles, there are some articles you have up to 6 authors, 3 authors, 4 authors. They will have the main author, the one that will receive the correspondence, but other authors Because research work is not easy. Some research work is financially is a serious. Some research work need money. That you need people that can contribute money and work together to achieve this. So the reason why people come together to do a research work. Is that clear? Now, so let's look at if you have for a work that has more than 2 authors, that is from 3 authors up. What do you do? Here now, only the surname, listen carefully. If there are more than 2 authors, and if you want to quote them, cite them inside your work, not at the end of their work, only the surname of the first author should be cited, followed by et al. You know what et al is, right? And others, right? Et al. Followed by what? Et al. And the year of what? Publication. However, in your reference list or your bibliography, what do? You list the full names of all the what? If they like, let it be 20 authors. You list their full name, all of them at their what? List at the end of your work. You list the full name of all. You list the full name of all the what? Authors. Please, when I say full name, please, you just their surname and their initials, okay? But I just say full name to talk about. I'm stressing the fact that all the names of all the authors, the full name in question is not the full name of that particular author. The name you are putting at the back is just the surname and the initials. But by full, I mean all the name of all the authors. Is that clear? So, of all the authors, they must be written out. So, it's also important to know that if you are citing the author together, use the and. Is that clear? Now, let me show you some examples now. In-text citation. Now, maybe there's a work by Okeke and some other people. In your in-text citation, you write Okeke et al. Bracket 2020. For example, now, reported that improper dispensing practices increase medication errors. Is anybody here with a topic on medication errors? Who? Nobody. Check if it's working. So, maybe Okeke and his colleague did something on causes of what? Medication error. He said, Okeke et al. 2020 reported that improper dispensing practices increase medication errors. Here now, Okeke et al. Come before. Hope you know. Let's look at a situation whereby it comes at the end of the sentence. Here you look at this one. It says, poor storage conditions can affect drug stability and what? Safety, in bracket. Adebayo et al., 2018, bracket closes. Now, the same two things you quoted inside your work. Let's see how they should look at. They should look like at the end of your list. You see their full names there. Okeke J.O., Adebayo A.M., Musa S.A., and the Bello TK in bracket 2020. Full stop. You now complete the word reference. Is that clear? The same thing here. Adebayo A.M., Musa blah 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 2018. So that is for more than what? 2 authors. More than what? 2 authors. Now, sometimes you can have multiple authors. Multiple sources. So when you are citing 2 or more works together, the reference should be arranged in alphabetical order according to the what? Author's surname. Maybe maybe there are different sources that talk about the same thing. Is that clear? Maybe there are different sources that talk about the same thing, and you want to bring them together. Is that clear? Maybe there's a work by Gracious, work by me that talk about the same thing. And instead of repeating that same sentence said by different, you can put them together. Of course, maybe you want to write a statement that imply what they say or whatever. You write their names in alphabetical order, just as you can see here. This my power bank don't suffer from my hand. Don't they fall anyhow? Tell me. Okay, you want that to hear?
I'm not having it.
She's my let me see here if I see. Hey! This one is hey! This one is even the worst. What is all this now? You're coming down now. Say it two words. Hey! It's long, bro. All right, so now, you arrange them in what alphabetical words order. Look at the example here. Chukwu 2020 C 2012 C comes before Ishe, comma Eze 2005, comma and Ibe 2018 reported that. You see how I arrange them in alphabetical order, right? That is, if they appear before at the beginning of the sentence. If they appear at the end, you see something like, you see this one, bracket open, Chukwu, comma 2012, semicolon, Eze, comma 2005, semicolon, Ibe, comma 2018, bracket closes. Is that clear? Now let's look at what if you cited a work published by corporate authors. Corporate authors. So let's look at what we mean by corporate authors. Who are corporate authors? Are we together? Are you tired? Do we go for a break and come back? Don't worry, we'll soon finish. Now, that's what I told you from the beginning, that it's going to be a very long lecture. So, for corporate authors, who are corporate authors? Corporate authors is just, by corporate authors, we mean publication that is issued by, listen carefully, corporate authors are official organizations. Is that clear? Official what? Organizations like international bodies, like government agencies, institution. If there's anything published by this school, you see, if this school becomes a corporate what? Author. Is that clear? Corporate what? Maybe there's a material you get from this magazine published by this school. Hope you know that a school can publish a school can publish a what? Magazine, and you get information from the magazine published by this school. So this school becomes the author of that magazine. Is that clear? Now, so we have institution, professional bodies. PSN can be a corporate author, even PCN. Even World Health Organization is a corporate author. So if you get material from World Health Organization, you have to cite World Health Organization as the author. So we have commercial companies. and other corporate entities. Now, please note, there's something I want to point out here. Please, why citing corporate authors? Please note this point. You should cite the full name of that corporate what? Body in its official language, followed by year of what? Publication. That full name should be spelled out. Maybe the first time you mention it, you spell out the full name. Then subsequently, if you want to mention it, you can write the abbreviation or the acronym. Is that clear? For example, now, if you pick a work from publication by World Health Organization, the first time you are quoting it, you write World Health Organization in bracket WHO. Then, but next time you want to quote work from in that your work, next time you want to quote something from it, just simply write what? WHO. But hope you know that. Remember, at the end of your work, remember your abbreviation still lists the meaning of what? WHO. Is that clear? So you have work life, example, World Health Organization. So the abbreviation can be used in all subsequent citations. We have many of them. So let us not waste our time on all those things. Now, let's look. That is for corporate what? Authors. Any other things we say before holds. Arrangement holds. But this is just to tell you how to write the name of corporate authors if you want to quote the work published by them. Now, the next thing here is for authors. Sometimes we have authors having the same surname. Are you aware? Yes. Different authors may have the same surname. And coincidentally, you pick information from the work published by those two authors. How will you cite them? So this is what we want to look at now. So if you have authors with the same surname, what do you do? So when two or more authors have the same surname, see what you do. Their initials should be included in the in-text what? Citation. Is that clear? Their initials should be what? To distinguish them. Okay? In their in-text what? Citation. Regardless of their year of what? Publication. See this one now. A. Okoro. You see it now? A. Okoro 2014 and B. Okoro 2019 reported similar findings on medication error. You see it now? Please note this point. It's very important. So we are done with first part of what? Referencing. Let's go to what? The second part, which is what? Reference list or bibliography. So, in referencing, all whatever you cited in your work should be arranged in, please, for APA. This is where I come now. For APA, know that point. All these things, all those people you cited in your work should be arranged in alphabetical order based on their surname. Alphabetical order. So some of your work is scattered. That was why I was hammering on it. Alphabetical order. It doesn't matter the year they publish their work or where their name at. Maybe someone with a surname, you cited the person's work at the last page of your work. If you want to list it, you must start with the alphabetical order of their surname. Is that clear? That's the point I'm making here. So, regardless of their year of what? Publication. Now, and it should be based on the author's surname. That this order should be based on the author's what? Surname. And formatted in line with the approved rule of indentation, punctuation, capitalization, and italicization. That is for APA. I will show you what I mean by all these what? Grammars. Is that clear? I'll show you with a typical example. So, remember, in your referencing, your body of your work is double space, right? But your referencing is what? Single. You know, okay, see what I mean. Hello? Look up. Okay, let me use a great example. Look at examples here now. Look at example here. For one author now, for the work by Adebayo, you wrote Adebayo AO 2016 full stop. Please observe everything here accordingly. Adebayo, comma A.O. 2016 in bracket dot principles of pharmaceutical dispensing full stop. You see that principles of pharmaceutical dispensing is what? It is italicized. Can you see it? This is a textbook now. It's not an article. It's not article of a journal. It's a textbook. For a textbook, son and first, comma, initial, year of publication, in bracket, full stop. The title of the textbook, Principles of Pharmaceutical Dispensing, full stop. Ibadan, where the place where it was published. Is that clear? Spectrum Books. Is that clear? Now, you see that the second line of that Adebayo's work is here the space between the second line and the first line is what? Single space. Can you see it? Can you see it? So for references, the entry should be typed using single line spacing. For a particular work, you are writing the reference. But you use double line space when separating one reference from another word reference. You see the second reference from Eze's work. Can you see it now? You see the space between the Adebayo's own and Eze's own. The space between them is double space. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes.
So that's the part I'm talking to me. So single line space for a particular reference. When you want to talk about the second reference, give double line word spacing. That's the point I'm making. There are some people you see, some work I've supervised in the past. They use double space throughout. You are losing mark. Any of this error you commit, you are losing mark. So note this point very well. So now, another point I want to make here is that works written by the same author, listen carefully. Works written by are you listening? Works by the same author should be presented. If you have the same author that you cited his work in your main work, please, gracious.
Sorry, sir.
If you have the same author that have different publications and you cited them in your work, if you want to put them in your list, you should present them in order of their year of what? Publication. Sure, you know that the same author already have the same surname, right? So how do you now list them? The works by that same author in your reference. You arrange them based on your year of what? Publication. Is that clear? Not for different authors, or for different authors based on your alphabetical order. Maybe Ezanya or Eze. It is the same Eze. The first Eze that should appear should be the Eze's work in 2019, followed by the same Eze's work in what? 2020. Is that clear? So that's the point I'm trying to make here. So works written by the same author should be presented in order of year of publication, starting with the earliest work by that same author. See examples here. Because I'll give you examples now for how this thing should look like. For one author, you see Adebayo AO 2016. Adebayo, comma, A, full stop, O, full stop, 2016 in bracket, full stop, Principles of Pharmaceutical Dispensing, full stop, Ibadan, colon, then Spectrum Books, full stop. You see, this first one is a textbook. This one is, say, Eze, comma, CU, 2005 in bracket, full stop. Drug Information Services in Hospital Pharmacy. This one is not, this is the title of this article. It's not in italics, but it should start with a capital what? Letter. Is that clear? Other things say it's in small letter, except we have a proper noun, whatever. Now, after that, now full stop. You now write the name of the article, journal. Nigerian Journal of Pharmacists in italics. Can you see it now? Comma 36. This 36 is the volume of the word journal. In bracket, you see one inside. This one is the issue. There are some articles that have, there are some journals that have volume and issue. A volume may have different issues. Is that clear? In a volume. So the first one is the volume. The one in bracket is what? The issue. Then comma 12 to 18 is pages. The page number. Page range. Is that clear? Page range. Sometimes it can just be one page. Maybe if information is in one page, depending on, is that clear? So this is where the journal, the article appear in the journal. Now, then for two authors, you see something like, have you seen that the line spacing is observed? For the same reference, line spacing is single. But when you move to the next reference, it's what? Double spacing. So for two authors, example, you see, for two authors, you see Lawal, comma, M in capital letter, M full stop, A full stop, and Yusuf, KT, 2018, full stop, medication safety practices in community pharmacies in Nigeria, full stop. In italics, the title of the name of the word journal, West African Journal of Pharmacy, comma, volume 29, issue 2, page from page 45 to 53. This is an article, journal article. Then for more than two authors, remember I said that for more than two authors, inside you put the name of the first person, surname of the first author, and put a tab. But at the end, you list all the authors. As you can see here, for more than two authors, you see Ogunleye, comma, OO, comma, Fadare, comma, JO, comma, Bamisile, comma, RT, and the Godman B. This one, 5 authors. True of us. You now write the year of publication, 2019, full stop. Antimicrobial stewardship initiatives. You don't give anything on antimicrobial stewardship. I don't think so. Antimicrobial stewardships in Nigeria, colon, progress and challenges. This is the title of the what? Journal article. Then, but the journal itself is what? Journal of Global Antimicrobial what? Resistance. So this author published this article inside this what? Journal, page 18. Sorry, volume 18. You see that this volume has no issues, just volume 18, page 226 to 232. So this is how the reference list should look like. Can you see it now? You see how it is. Don't number it to. Is it not numbered? Don't try it. It was indented from the one left sided like this. You see it now? You see how it is indented, left sided like this, arranged like that. Don't scatter it. You see, just maintain this. Arrange it the way it's arranged. If you don't know how to do it, go to a professional typist that will be able to format it like this. Is that clear? This is how your work should look like. Clean. It's not clean. It's not proprietable. Yes. So learn how to do a good work. I want this group to be, if someone will say, anyway, let me not talk too much. If you mess up, your mark will fly. I don't want to beg you. Now, so what materials should be cited now? Even I've told you about what? Credible sources, right? What materials should be cited? That's what we are going to look at. This lecture is almost coming to an end. I told you at the beginning that it's going to be a very long class. If you finish on 3 hours, we'll try. But it's worth it because no time again. So that you can go and start working immediately. No time to waste. These are things we are supposed to learn in the course I'm talking about. So that's why I'm doing all this things I'm doing. No other reason I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing what I'm, so you can grab it at once. This is just a part of it too. Just a part of it. Anyway, let's see how we go, Sha. Now, so materials to be cited. So the materials that are suitable for citation include the following: audiovisuals. You can cite audiovisuals. Audiovisual materials. Chapters from books. Chapters from where? Books. You can even cite complete textbook or even e-books. Yes. Electronic journals. I told you about that one, right? And journal articles. You can cite images and online documents. You can even cite podcasts, media content, newspapers, thesis, and what have you. Now let's just pick some. Let's look at textbook listing. Textbook. So for textbook, let's look at different rules in textbook. Author rules. Author. So the author's initials should be written separately and end with a full stop. Is that clear?
Yes,
Example: Adekunle, T, full stop, O, full stop, initial. Now, when you have a source that has more than one author, their names should be separated by commas, while the last author is preceded by and or ampersand. Example now: Adekunle, T-O, T, full stop, O, full stop, comma, Balogun, A, in capital letter, full stop, M, full stop, and Sadiq, A, L, full stop, and what? A, full stop. Then, note another point here. If you have two or more authors that share the same surname, very important. If you have two or more authors that share the same surname and the initial, are you aware that is possible? As my name is Ezanya Chetani, Emmanuel Chetanna. So some person may answer Ezanya Ernest. Ezanya Ernest Chinedu. Are you aware? It's possible. Then if you now write Ezanya EC, which Ezanya EC are you referring to? Confusion. Is that clear? Confusion. So if you have such thing, if you have two or more authors that share the same surname and initial, please additionally put an additional identification in a square bracket. For example, now, if you have work by people that answer the same, maybe one is Okorie Charles, one is Okorie Chinedu. You now write Okorie C. Which Okorie are we talking about now? So what you do is this: Okorie. If you are referring to Okorie, work by Okorie Chinedu, you do Okorie, C, full stop. You put bracket Chinedu. If you are talking about work by Okorie Charles, you put Okorie C in bracket what? Charles. Is that clear? So that is author's rule. Let's look at date rules. How to write dates. Now, the dates used should be the year the material was what? Published. The date you are using is the year. It's not the year it's not the year you look at. The year you assess it. Even though yes, we know that in your reference at the end, if you assess something online, you must put the when is that the date you assess it, because you know what is published online. There can be modifications. True of us. You can get something from your website. You include the year when you the exact date you assessed it online, so that you know the person will know exactly the particular day, because they may go back there again and see some changes in that work. It's not true. It's like West from website, not article, not journal article. I mean website work. Let's continue. So the date should be what? be the year the material was published. Now, sometimes sometimes some material you may not even see the date it was published. There's some work like that. So when the publication date is not available, you put in brackets in lowercase ND. N dot what? D. Is that clear? So ND should be used in place of the year of publication. Let's assume now the work by Johnson. Johnson who? PR. You see, Johnson, comma, P in capital letter, full stop, R in capital letter, full stop, in bracket. You open a bracket, in small letter you write N dot D. No date. Is that clear? N dot D. That once you see it, I will know that, or the person, or the person that is going through your work will know that this one you couldn't find the date of the what publication. Is that clear? Now, title rules. So, how you present your title at your list on your list differ. So, the presentation of the titles varies according to the type of material being referenced, whether it's book, journal article, or online document. In the list of references I showed you, it was clearly pointed out there. Is that clear? So let them not waste my time again on it. Publishers rule. Publishers rule. For publication, produce, listen carefully. For publisher, this one is for textbooks, right? For publications produced in the United States, the city and 2-letter state abbreviation should be what? Stated. For example, now, the city, New York. If it's in USA, place of publication, New York. After writing New York as a place of publication, you do what? Put command, put what? NY. In fact, worldwide, any place you see this NY, you should talk about what? New York. It's popular. True of us. Georgia is what? Georgia is what? Open your eyes, shine your eyes. What do you do with your social media? Open your eyes, shine your eyes. Georgia is what? As we have New York, Georgia is what? Search it. Tell me, browse it. I will not tell you. What is two-letter? Listen, for Georgia is what? Browse it. Georgia is what? Tell me. New York is NY. Georgia is what? See Georgia now. Atlanta is in Georgia. So Georgia is what? Huh? Is it G? Type 2-letter. I'm using style to let you rest a bit before we continue. Know what I'm doing, though, because some of you are saturated already. Look at one. It's fine. Shall we sleeping here since? All right. Let's continue. So, but if it's published outside outside United States, right? The city and the country should be indicated, like Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Is that clear? Now, let's look at general formatting using for different materials. I think that's where this lecture will end. We conquered it too. Wow. That's good. We conquered it. That's good. Please check if it's still recording. We conquered it.
Yes.
So let's look at general reference general reference format for each of some of this material. So I'm going to pick some of this material so that you can see how you can reference them if you get material from them. Is that clear? So let's start from textbook. I will just give example. Textbook now. Look at this for textbook. Maybe a textbook by Adekunle Tio. You see this one now. Adekunle, T.O. bracket 2020. You see, fundamentals of pharmacy practice. Full stop. Ibadan, Nigeria. You see it now? Ibadan what? Nigeria. The publisher has what? Health-wise publishers. This one was sourced from online. It's not a hard copy. Can you see it now? This means this website included means this URL included means that it was sourced from online. Is that clear? Retrieved from so website. Is that clear? So this one is only included when you got it from online, because we have e-book. It's an e-what book, not a hard copy book. Now let's look at what's going on here. See what your phone is doing. I don't have money for phone. Is it okay now? Is it okay? You don't start his own. Gracious. I'm innocent too. Thank God it's not my hand. But this is not helping me to see what he's doing. Okay, let me check. Let me check if my own has come down. All right, please let's continue. Okay, so that's for our textbook. So let's look at journal articles. For journal article, so a journal article reference should begin with what? Author's surname. I've said it before now, right? It should begin with what? Author's surname, followed by their what? Initials. So, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
So after that now, after the initial now is followed by year of what? Publication in parentheses. Is that clear? In bracket. Then after that now, the next one is what? Full stop. After year in bracket, you write what? You put full stop. Is that clear? Full stop. After that now, the article, next one followed by immediately by the article title. So the article title comes next, right? And the article title should be written in sentence case. That is lower sentence case. Sentence case. Is that clear? It's not in maybe capital or maybe first letter. No. But only the first word, listen carefully, in this sentence case, only the first word, only the first word should start with what? Capital letter. Only the first word and the proper, you know what proper nouns are, right? Only the first name, the first word and the proper nouns. Like now, name of a country, name of a person, name of, these ones will start with what? Capital letter. Only the first let word or proper noun in that should start with what? Capital letter. Then after the title, you put full stop. Then followed by what? The journal titles. So journal titles should be in what? Italics. With only the major word capitalized. Then after that now, you put After that now, followed by a comma. Is that clear? Followed by a comma. Then the volume. The volume of the words journal. Is that clear? The volume number. It should also be in what? Italics. Is that clear? Then you open a bracket, put the issue number in a parenthesis. Or the issue number. The issue number is it in italics?
Sir?
The issue number is it in italics?
Yes.
Check well. The issue number, not volume number. Is it in italics? Issue.
Issue number is
I know it's better. Is it in italics?
yes.
Check well. Issue. I know it's in parentheses. Is it in italics? Something can be in parentheses and still be in italics now. Check it well. Are you not looking at it?
Yes.
Is it in italics? Huh? Oh, you guys are supporting. Look at it now. Look at it. Look at this. Look at two of them well. I told them all. Are they in I told them are they in italics? Which one is in italics? Issue is issue in italics. Issue is not in italics. Look at it. It's only the volume. Here now it's like this now, but issue is straight. True of us. Then after that you put comma. Then write the page range. 215. Can you see that 215 to 223? Is it in italics? So the issue number is in what? Parentheses, but it's not in italics. So the page range, after that now, followed by comma, followed by what? The page range. Why I said page range is that depending on some, maybe just one page. Depending, or anyway, you rarely see a journal article that is in one page. So most times it's in page range. From this page to this page. That's what you mean by what? Page range. Now, after that, there's something I want to talk about. Very important. DIO. DOI. The full meaning is what? Digital Object Identifier. Digital Object Identifier. So after the page range, you write full stop and now put the Digital Object Identifier. You format it. That's how you format it. It will appear as a URL. Please, any journal article you access, you must include the Digital Object Identifier. If you format it, that's how you format it. It will appear as what? What I mean, as this now is clickable. Are you aware? Even though it is in PDF, if I put my data on now and click it, it will take me. If I click this Digital Object Identifier now, it will take me to that article online. So I don't even need to start stressing myself looking for your work for the reference you claim you use. Once I touch your formatted URL, the Digital Object Identifier. Once I click it, bam, it will take me to that. Let me. Huh? Wait. My watch my phone now. In fact, put your data on. This is research. No, those that have, don't worry. Don't have again. Oh, Now look at this now. Yes. That is the URL of your digital of your click on it now. It will take you to this. It will take you to this. It will take you to this article. I'll click my own. Oh, my phone. It's not working. Oh, my phone. Child. Is your own going? Whose own is going? It's loading. My own is not even shifting grand at all. What do you show? This one is fake. Oh. So this is hello. Hello, listen carefully. This will happen to you if you do not stress. No, hello. This thing is just for teaching purposes. Is that clear? It's for what? Teaching what? Purposes. I'll give you real life. I'll give you real life example. This is just to teach you what is DOI. In fact, examiners. If you go to serious examiners now that come to look at your work, if you prepare this thing, if you without putting your DOI, they will not score you. They will say you're not serious. Because which one open? DOI. Are they two? Are they two? Which one is that? Show me the one here.
This one.
No, that one is not DOI. This one is just a website for the publisher, for the ebook. That one day, I'm talking about the DOI stuff. You now understand what DOI is, right? So in case what I'm doing is in case you go to the journal article and see DOI, you will not be confused. Is that clear? Which one is DOI again? Please check if this thing is still recording. Now let me now explain.
Yes. So it's still recording.
So what am I saying in essence? That the page range of the article is followed by DOI where applicable. Anyway, it's not all articles. Anyway, have DOI, but they rate article with DOI to be more authentic than the one without what DOI. That if you go to serious, very sound, internationally recognized journals, they put DOI in the articles. So if any article they don't see DOI, they see it as it's all this low grade iron. But in fact, they even tend to think it's fake. But not all articles have what DOI. That's why I said we are applicable. So source quality articles that have DOI, that's what I'm saying. Try to source the one that have DOI. It's very important. Not just for this, for here, for outside here, because you don't know where you see yourself tomorrow. So now, where applicable, the digital object identifier DOI should be what included and formatted as a what URL. Now, example, see example now. You see this one. Olawale, KJ, Adeyemi, S.T. and Musa, A.L in bracket 2020. Improving medication safety through effective dispensing practices in hospital pharmacies. This one is the title of the article. You see, it is in sentence case. only the first word has started with capital letter. Can you see it? There is no proper noun there. That's why there's no other one with capital letter. Then after that, next thing is full stop, not comma, full stop. Followed by the what? The journal title, the journal name or title, International Journal of Pharmacy what? Practice. Then comma, in italics, the volume, in bracket, the what? Issue, comma, 215 to 2, page 215 to 223. Then the DOI that did not work for us. Formatted as what? URL. Now, this one is for journals. If you get your information from where? Magazine. So if your articles is from a magazine, see what you do. A magazine article reference should begin with what? Author's surname and initial, followed by full date. Listen carefully, it's not 2020 now. Full date of the publication in parentheses. That means the year, comma, the month, and the day. Then next is the title of the article. You write it in sentence case as the other one. Next is the name of the magazine in what? Italics. Followed by the volume number. Then page range of the article. So look at this one now. Okafor, comma, L, full stop in capital, C, full stop, in bracket, 2019, comma, August 15, bracket close, full stop. The growing role of pharmacy technicians in healthcare delivery, full stop. In italics, the name of the words, magazine, right? Health Today, bracket, 2022, comma, what? Page 34, no issue, 34 to what? 38. So let's just look at general formatting guideline, then we end it here. General formatting. Any other material you see, you don't know how to reference, let me know. I'll guide you. Is that clear? Or I will also look for a video and send you to watch on how to go for websites, how to reference website, and other things. I will send you a video on that. Is that clear? So the general formatting guidelines. So this is general formatting guideline for your entire work. Please listen carefully. So all your work shall be typed with what? A4 size paper. Using Times New Roman font, size 12. There's a place that says size 14. Note that point. Here, the other part of your work is size what? 12. With double line spacing. Apart from those specific places I talked about, you are referencing and you are, what is it called? Preliminary pages. Your main work, body of your work is your body of your work is what I'm talking about now. Is that clear? That's from chapter 1 to what? 5. Is that clear? Should be what? Double line spacing. Only high quality paper. Hey, you are in trouble. Only high quality paper with the minimum, the grammage. Each paper has its own. No, you know, it's simple. You can know yes. If listen carefully now, if you want to go and print, ask for the grammage of your paper. Every paper has the grammage. No. A4 is size. I'm talking about the grammage. The least you use is what? Least is what? 80 gram per meter or square. It's noted in any paper. Ask them, they'll tell you. It's noted in any paper. If you are buying it yourself, it's there, you see it. If you go to where they are, if you don't trust what is there, tell to show you the wrapper of that, the packet of it. You see it is there. Be sure of the one you are using. Not the one that you hold. You that is. You know the paper you use it to stamp. The one you use it. So I'm exposing you to certain things on how to do your work. Very important. So you only high quality paper with minimum weight of what? 80 gram per meter square should be used. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully, yo. The left margin. This is your margin, right? Back to that thing I was telling you. Some people they want to report their partner, they will start here and do nonsense. You are part of them. You do it too. Two of you. It was one I created that is stopped. So please, what am I saying here? Which of this margin is the left and right margin? Left margin is where? Show me the left margin on this. Right is where? Good. So the left margin must be set at 2.5 centimeter. So from here to here is, if you don't know how to do it, your typist will do it for you. Just tell him tell the person what you need. He will do it. They set it. A professional typist do all these things. That's why if you see what they type, it looks more one of than that one you are typing. Two of us, except you are good at typing. If you're not good, don't do it yourself. Don't sit down and use your phone and do nonsense. If you send to me, I'll send back to you. You go and score it yourself. Talk to your typist to tell him what you want. If also show him this work so that you know how to format it for you. Even if you type it yourself, you can still send for them to help you format. But no need, because they will still collect money from it. So why stressing yourself? Two of us, unless you have someone that can do it for you free of charge, who will do it? Huh? Bam. Bagam. Bam. It's not me, it's school that said though. If you like, no follow. It's not me that said it, it's school that said though. Me, it's not me that said. School said this must be submitted for first review. Listen carefully. For first review. You want to say yourself copy? Hello. Let me finish this thing, please. Let me finish now. Wait now. Let me finish this first. Wait now. Wait. Just listen. Let's finish this thing first. I'm tired. Now, I said that the left margin must be set at 2.5. Listen carefully. 2.5 watts cm from here. Is that clear? While the right margin should be around 2.0 watts cm. Know that point. Now, the next step, the next point, I'm done with margins. I want to talk about the edges. Edges is here, upper edge and what? Lower. So that's what I want to talk about now. Now, for the first page, that is your chapter 1, right? Not first page of every chapter, new chapter. Please know that point. First page of every chapter, new chapter. The chapter heading should begin 5.0 cm from the top edge of the paper. This is the first page. This is the top edge of the paper, right? So you begin your first chapter 1 or chapter 2. Give 5 centimeters from the top to this where you start. Is that clear? They will do it. They know how to do all those things. It's not your work. Unless you have worked as a typist before. That's where you can do all this things yourself. But it's important you learn these skills. These skills are important. Learn them. These skills are very important. Learn them. So the chapter heading should begin 5.0 cm from the top edge of the paper. The distance between the last line, are you listening? The last line of the text and the bottom edge of the paper should be what? So here now, this is your last line of the text now. Maybe here is the last line of your text. From that last line of the text to the edge, bottom edge should be what? 2 cm. This is for the first page. First page of each chapter. 5 cm. then 2 cm. Then after the first page, all other pages, the spacing for all other pages, the top edge to the first line of the text, and from the last line to the bottom edge should be what? 2.0. I could measure them. I use tape, measure them. I use ruler, measure them. When I'm scoring you, I'll measure it. I'm sure about it too. I'll use metric rule. Each of these has their own mark. Some may have half mark allotted to each. All these things I'm pointing out. Each of them have mark allotted to them. So if I measure, if you miss out, you lose that mark. Half mark will be going. If you don't know what's going, if you calculate everything, one big mark will just boom, because you're not serious. So measure all these things accurately. By the time you score A in this course, hello, if you score A in this course, you become a guru in this. You can even start. Let me not talk too much. Let's continue. No, listen, that's the end now. You want to go, don't worry. So listen carefully. All pages, including the preliminary pages and the main text, must be numbered in the bottom. Please, as you're numbering your page, this is the bottom of your page. Don't number at the edge, beginning of at the bottom. Not in the center here, please. Number it here. Is that clear? Both your preliminary page and the main text pages should be numbered at the bottom right corner. Bottom right corner, not in the middle. You see how I numbered this now? Right corner, please. I've told you that the preliminary pages is numbered in what? Roman numeral, right? Why the main work is what? Arabic numeral. So I don't need to talk much on that one again. Now let's look at the headlines. Very important. Headlines. How to write your headlines. Sorry, I mean headings, not headline. Headings, sorry. By the time you receive, I intentionally added chipping something in your PPP 312 handout. You see, start seeing, I don't know whether it's in your class. I think it should be in your class. 3.11, 3.11. So I'm going to explain what this means. This is very important in a work like this. Is that clear? Now, so these are what we call headings. Now, look up. Look up. And I think heading is the last. After this, I'll just show you example. We end this class. Any other thing will just be ongoing as you walk. I'll be guiding you. That's why I'm your supervisor. I'm guiding you. Any other one, I'm guiding you. But this is the main thing you need to start your work. I promise you from the beginning that if you want to be my student, you walk. If you don't want to walk, tell me. I'll tell them to remove you sharper in no time. If it's one person, I'm okay with that person. I know that Gracious is only having the don't mind. Do I go? We die here. All right, let's go. Now, look up, please. So for a heading now, please, your heading should be maximum 4 heading levels. Please don't exceed more than, it should not be more than 4. I will explain what I mean by heading levels, okay? The heading level should not be more than 4. It can be 2, it can be 3, but it should not be more than what? But if it's more than 4, it will look somehow. So I will explain. One house, please. I will explain what I mean by heading what levels. So your heading level should not be more than what? 4. Look at what I mean by heading level. Look up. Look up. Maybe you are in, let's say you are in chapter 2. Chapter 2. For example, now, chapter 2. The first level of this chapter 2. This chapter 2, as it is now, this main heading, this is the main heading of the chapter 2. It should be in capital letter, as you see in your course material. And it should be centrally placed in the page. Remember your left and right margin, right? It should be centrally placed. So that means from here to the top of here, this thing should be what? 5. To the top edge of the paper is what? 5 centimeters. Is that clear? That's the meaning. Then it should be in capital letter, centrally placed. Then it should be written in capital what? Letter. See it there. Then the first level, the heading of this now. What is the heading for chapter 2? I will flow it now. What is the heading for chapter 2? In your outline. God bless you. Literature review. The heading is what? Literature chapter is this, but the level is what? The heading is what? Literature review. Now, and that is the chapter title, level 1. Level 1 is chapter what? Title, not this one. What is that title of this chapter 2 is what? Literature review. That is the level 1. You write it. Look at the directive. It should be placed directly below the chapter number. This is just chapter number. Is that clear? So chapter title should be placed directly below the chapter number. And it should be what? Centrally placed at the center. Is that clear? And it should be in capital letters. So we have what? Literature what? Review. Both the chapter number and title are in capital letter. Chapter number directly below chapter number. Then, see it here. This is level 1, okay? Level what? Remember I said that the heading should not be more than what? 4 levels. This is level 1. Then, level 2. This one should be bold. Bold. Aligned to the left margin. Is this your left margin? Aligned here. Is that clear? Align it here to left margin. With the first letter of each main word, each main word in it should be what? Capital letter. Not conjunction or preposition. No. Main word, mainly noun, main word. Not conjunction like and or to. No. See example. Here now, this is where you now number it now. Here is chapter 2, right? Here should be what? 2.1. Is that clear? You write rows of what? Pharmacy Technician in what? Dispensing. Have you noticed something? The main words are started with capital letter. This is road. Off is not did not start with capital letter. Pharmacy, technician, dispensing. N is preposition. It's not start with what? Letter. So this is the level what? 2. Is that clear? 2.1 rule of this thing. Then the next one, level 3. This one, please, all this thing should be, you know what I mean by bold. This thing should be bold. Hope you know what I mean by bold. Who doesn't know? You know, right? You bold it. So this one should be what? Bold. But you flush it to the left. You flush it to the left too. Left like this. That's in left. Is that clear? With only the first letter of the first word capitalized. Hope you know the differences now. Only the first letter. It should be bold, but only the first letter of the first word should be what? In capital letter. See what I mean? So, how the number here? Look up. Are we together? Now here should be what? Here is 2.1, right? So what will be here? Next one should be what? 2.11. 2.2 wahala. Now let me explain. Look up. You remember we are talking about levels now, right? If you write 2.2, 2.2 and 2.1 are the same level. Hope you know. Are you aware? 2.1 and 2.2 are the same level. They are talking about the same thing. True or false? Yes. That the same level. This is a different topic. Listen carefully. Are you listening? Please look up. 2.1 is talking about under this literary review, right? 2.2 is not under this rules. 2.2 is still under, and that thing under. But 2.11 is under rule. That's why you start listing different roles of pharmacy technician. Is that clear? In dispensing, maybe name them all the roles you know, depending on what you want to write. Under pharmacy, you may have some introductory sentence here. Then you will go down to 2.11. Is that clear? So now this is level 1, level 2, level 3 is under this one. Is that clear? That's the level we are talking about now, not 2.2. Is that clear? So 2.11 should be, this is level what? 3. Level 2. Level 3. Is that clear? Now, whatever you are writing here should be under this role of what? Pharmacy technician in what? Dispensing. Is that clear? Good. Now, but I just use the different things. I did not follow exactly what should be here, because I was just using something to show you an example. Is that clear? Okay, tell me. Let's make it real now. Tell me one example of dispensing. No, for instance, tell me.
Sorry, that chapter 2 is level 1.
Chapter what?
Chapter 2 is level 1. Then that literature review is level 2.
Okay, let's check whether it's true. No, that chapter 2 is under chapter number. That chapter 2 is under chapter number. It's just an example of how chapter number.
Level 2. I said level 2.
Is it level 2 is what?
That literature review.
No. Literature review is an example of level 1. See example now before literature review.
Okay.
Just to show you example of how it will look like. Did you see example? capital letter literature review is telling you example of how it will look like. Start level 2. You see example of level 2 under it. Is that clear? Is that clear? Happy? Are you okay now?
Yes.
Good. Now, give me an example of role of performance technician in dispensing. Just one.
Work with the pharmacist to ensure the safety of the patients.
Medication safety, right? Medication what? For example, now. Medication what? Safety. Now, here now, role of performance technician 2.1. Here you talk about maybe your topic is about role of performance technician. You say one or two things about this thing. Quote, cite some works on role of performance technician. You may list them here before you now pick the one after the other. 2.11 medication safety. You talk about medication safety, how performance technician play the role of medication safety. Quote some works, publish works on it. This is level 2, level 3, 2.11 under this one. Is that clear? Now, then level 4. Level 4, are we together? Level 4 should be under, maybe there are some things you want to talk about. There are other ways. You under level 4 now, here should be what? 2.1 what? 1. Is that clear? 2.1.1. You talk about what? Maybe different ways performance technician actually ensure medication what? Safety. Is that clear? You talk about it under here. 2.111. So this is the 4 level that if you start going there, it looks somehow. It must not be 4. You can stop at only 2 levels, so, but it must not be more than what? Depending on what you are working on. It can even be only one level. It doesn't matter. But when you have some breakdowns, why not create this level? It will make your work look better than pushing things under one level. It will be too cumbersome for you. But it's not more than what? 4 levels. That's the point I'm making. Is that clear? So now, see how if you have, see this one now. He said that, see, look at the rule here on the level 3. It says it should be what? Flush to, please. This thing I did is not correct. Please. See, I was just trying to explain something. It should flush to where? Left, please. It should be like this. No verse. So. It should be like this. 2 point what? 0.1. Is that clear? You write medication what? Right? He said that level 3, this is level 3. Hope you know. It should start, see how it should look like. It should be bold, agreed. Flush to the what? Left. With only the first letter of the first word in capital. So only this one should be what? Medication word. This one, everything should be what? Small letter. Is that clear? Medication safety. Then level 4. 2 point what? Hope you know where we got these two. Good. 2.1.11. This is level what? 4. Now, if there's any other way you put in your work, they can ensure medication safety. You write it. But it should be what? It should be what? You cannot go and carry what should be here and put here. You fail. You have issues. What should be under what? Medication what? Safety. Talk about things that concern medication safety. Under medication safety, talk about what concerns what? Performance technician. Is that a rule? So here now, everything you are going to write here should be what? Listen carefully. See how this should be written. This one should also be flushed to what? Left. Bold. It should be what? Italicized. So that means it should be like this. Is that clear? Italicized. Not to differentiate it from others. But the first letter of the first word should be what? Capital. Any other thing here is kept. This one is the only difference that it should what? Italicized. That is, if you get to that fourth level, it will what? Huh? You want the easy way? It's okay. No, see. Do you know why this is important? There are some material. There's some material you get there loaded. So you have to dissect them properly, so you can organize your work very well and clean and neat. So that is for. So this thing. Look at example. Look at even though I not follow content. I just wrote something else just to show you something. Look at this one, chapter 2. You see how it is now. This is how it will appear in your work, chapter 2. Literature review. See it now. 3.1 rule of mastery. You see how it is. The first letter is a capital letter of each important word. You see the level 3. You see it. You see how level 4 is in italics. You see it now. Remember, each of these headings have their own write-up. Hope you know. In line with the what? The heading. In line with what? The heading. So, the last paragraph of this work is numerals and units. In case you see now, you want to write numbers and units in your work, how to write it. So, please check whether we are still recording. This is long lecture you have ever attended. 4 hours. I told you it's going to be a long lecture. But we conquered it now. But we made it, right? We made it. Yes, I am proud of you guys. We made it. Now look up. It's because of how sudden everything happened. So I was even thinking that this will be the end of the month. Me personally, but how to know someone that is active, whatever you see yourself, you must survive in it. Have that spirit, no matter what it is, you must survive it. Even if this should be submitted in 5 days' time, you must survive. That's the spirit of what? Survival spirit. Have it to help you. Be optimistic in every situation. That is the spirit of success. Now, so numerals and units. Now, listen carefully. So that cannot wait. Can't it wait? So you cannot wait. Who called you? Somebody. So you cannot wait. That's how you go and let it. I said it before. Okay, I thought you wanted to go out. No. No trial. Don't joke. No, the way you move your body, I thought you wanted to go out. That was why I attacked you straight. All right, now let's go. So now, listen carefully. Remember, I said that this was talking about how to write numbers and whatever units in your work. Please, numbers less than 10 should be written in words. So if you want to write 10 or maybe 8, don't write 8 for me. You should what? 8. Is that clear? Numbers less than 10. Maybe you are writing maybe 8 people. Don't write 8. Don't write 8 people. Write 8 people. Unless it's more than 10, maybe 11 or 12 or 13, you can write. Is that clear? Good. So far it's from 9 to 0. Please write it like this. Is that clear? Now, except if the number is a unit of its number has a unit. That is, if the number is what is the right word for that? It's not an abstract number. It is except if it is a denominated number. A number that is a denominator number, a number that has units. Is that clear? Like 2 kg. 3 kg. 2 kg. You don't write 2 kg, no. You write 2 kg. That if the number has a unit, is that correct? Sorry, if it's a denominate, not denominated, denominate number. Denominate number. That's the right word, sorry. It's not denominated. Denominate number. A number that has a unit. Is that clear? Denomination. Now, the next one. Please, all other numbers must be in Arabic numeral. Please, numbers should be in Arabic numerals. Is that clear? Now, please listen carefully. Insert a comma. Any number that is over 1,000 and above, insert a comma. Or use spacing. Maybe if you want to write 2,000, please don't write this, it's wrong. Is that clear? You must insert a what? Comma. Or do it like this. But this can be confusing. Insert what? Comma. Is that clear? Good. Ordinal position should be written in words. See what I mean by ordinal position. If you want to write second, maybe the second person, the third person. Second is ordinal. It's not nominal, it's ordinal. Second is ordinal. Third is ordinal. Is that clear? Ordinal. You don't write second person. No, it's wrong. Is that clear? Is that clear? He said ordinal position should be written in words. For example, write second person or second chair, second whatever. Not 2 ND. Don't do that. These are where you are marked to be flying. Don't do that. Use what? Word. Don't use figure. Then, date. If you are writing dates, date should be in this format. For example, 7th March 2010. Is that clear? 7th March. I mean, in the body of your work code, I'm not talking about. We are done with what? Referencing. 7th March 2010. So just follow the way it is here. Then, if you are writing something, decades should be written without apostrophes. People made that mistake. They want to write in night. Maybe you want to quote what happened in so year in the 1950s. 1960s. You don't write 1950s. It's wrong. Write what? 19 what? 50s. Is that clear? Don't do 1950s. It's wrong. Very wrong. When you are writing something in your work, that has to be percentage. Please listen carefully. The percentage sign should not be combined with words. Don't write 20%. No. Don't write what? So human being we say write it like don't write it's wrong. It's what? 20 what? Percent. Is that clear? It's what? 20%. But if you are so much in love with words, please use word throughout. Write 20 what? Percent. Is that clear? Good. Please, when writing units of measurement, please, unit of measurement should be spelled out in text. Spelled out. So if it's text you want to use, spell it out in text. Is that clear? In text, when you are writing it, hello, are we together? When you are writing something in text within your work, you know what I mean by text. In your work, you are right up. You want to talk about unit of measurement, kilograms. Don't write kg there. It's wrong. Write kilograms. Spell it out in text, inside the text of your work. Kilograms. grams. Is that clear? If you do this, it's wrong. But inside a table, let's assume you have a table that have number and their units. Inside a table, good, you can use figure and the what? The figure and the symbol of the what? The abbreviation, figure and the abbreviation of the what? Units. Take like 5 what? Kg within in your what? Table. Figure like this in your what? Table. Please, when you are having a write-up that has to do with units, please use SI units. Don't use any unit of your choice. Use SI unit. Of course, you did physics. You know what I mean by SI unit. So the last but not least, nomenclature. When you are writing scientific names, please, for example, a scientific name of organism, please do it in what? Italics. Hope you are aware, right? You are aware, right? Scientific, you use it, even though yes, some stated to you on the line, but do it in what? Italics. Scientific names of what? Organisms. Scientific name, italics, please. So the common name should be followed by its full Latin name the first time it is mentioned. So if you mention a particular, listen carefully. If you mention a particular scientific name, please, you know each of these scientific names have their own common name. Hope you know. Just like maize, maize. Is that clear? So the common name should be followed by its full Latin name the first time it is mentioned. So maybe you are writing about something, you write tomato or rice. Please write the what? The botanical name by the side in italics. Maize. For what? Maize. Is that clear? Tomato. Solanium lycopersicum. For what? Tomato. By the side of it. So any other thing we'll talk about is, I don't want this class to be too long. We have tried for today. We have done what? Hope you know we were stopping on the way. Say stop, continue, and we spent 3 hours 40 minutes almost. That means we have this lecture took 44 hours. Say power. Do that is power. Do that anyhow. Just do it. All right. Thank you very much. Huh? No. For that 14th, for that first one, just send bottle 14th. Please, after 14th. Yes. After 14th, please, I want to be seeing you start. I want to anyway. Just do that one first. I'll give you the next directive. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you.